At 8:15 in the morning of August 6, Japanese time, the first atomic bomb hit an enemy target. The bomb was aimed to explode above 0 point, a spot in the city at the junction of the Motoyiso and Ota rivers.
What makes an atomic bomb and a nuclear bomb especially shocking is that the destruction is instantaneous, right? And complete, right? If you see the pictures, the epicenter in Hiroshima and Nagasaki is just wiped, right? And so I think it was very visually obvious that this was a different kind of a weapon and a different level of horror and destruction associated with the weapon.
Nagasaki was selected to become target city number 2. Exactly 3 days after Hiroshima, at 10:58 the morning of August 9th, the bomb was exploded above the city, and in the towering mushroom, Japan could read its doom. This was more than a routine bombing. It was the funeral pyre of an aggressor nation.
Because if there were nuclear bombs, there are long-term effects, of course. Both people who were alive at the time, as well as next generations, continue to suffer as victims from high doses of radiation and all the things that come with that, higher cancer rates and the like. There's remaining historical debates about what would have happened had there not been a nuclear bomb, but I think it's fairly fair to say that the use of the atomic bomb certainly hastened the end, and so that the surrender that came the week after Hiroshima, and a little bit less of a week than a week after Nagasaki, was brought about to some extent by that choice.
The Japanese have just officially laid down their arms. They have signed terms of unconditional surrender.
Both Hiroshima and Nagasaki as cities have become very involved in commemoration. And they have, for themselves, selected or grown into or adopted a role of not only commemorating these events, but taking a lead in a never again sort of movement against nuclear arms. They have, to some extent, actually embraced the status of being the only ever victims, to use that as a motivation to speak to the world public, really, to say, look, this is something that we need to make a very concerted effort to avoid in the future. This is just such a horrendous weapon that we've actually experienced in these cities, that we've seen immediately the impact of, and so this is something that the world should be collaborating on avoiding in the future.